What's up, guys? Welcome back to Call the Hunter, Call of the Wild, where we are doing our world tour. Today, we're going to start with Sundarpatan Hunting Reserve. The Sundarpatan Hunting Reserve spans over all three major biomes in Nepal: Himal, the high mountains; Pahad, the middle mountains or hills; and Tarai, the tropical plains. Among hunters, it is world famous for its highly coveted trophies: blue sheep, the Naur in Nepali, and Tar, as one of Nepal's protective areas. And thanks to the hunting fees it collects from tourists, Sundarpatan contributes to the country's efforts to both protect threatened species, such as the elusive snow leopard and iconic Bengal tiger, and develop local communities in an integrated way. Right, so for this, we've got Class 1 animals are goose and hare, which we have the Coleman 22 Hornet and the Anderson 22 pistol for. Class 2 animals are the Muntjai and Fox, which we have the Coleman 22 Hornet rifle for. Class 3 animal, we have the black buck. Class 4, we have sheep, leopard, and tar. Class 6, we have the Barasinga and Nilgi, which we're using the Force Elite 300 rifle for. And Class 9 animals, we have the tiger, buffalo, and yak, which we're using the Valgarda 375 for. And I also have a bow, which I'm going to have to look to see what I can use that on. But anyways, let's get started. Let's check out this intro. I have never experienced this map. I know nothing about it. I don't know the story, nothing. So this is going to be just as new for me as it is for you. Let's enjoy.
Namaste. Welcome to the Sundarpatan Hunting Reserve. My name is Asmita Gurung. I work for the reserve as one of the conservation officers. Tourists come to Nepal from all over the world for the unique trophies you can hunt here: the Naur and the Tar. We use that foreign income to support our economy and our wildlife conservation programs, especially for endangered species. Protecting both fauna and flora in our beautiful country is something that is very dear to the hearts of Nepali people. Is this your first time here? Then I hope it will be an unforgettable assignment for you. Khana khayo? Oh, it means have you eaten? That's usually the first thing a Nepali person will say after meeting you. It's basically a greeting. I know you've been on the road for a long time to get here all the way from Kathmandu, so I'd be starving if I were you. In rural areas of Nepal, you don't see a lot of hotels, but rather something called homestays. People offer travelers food and a place to stay for a fee. I have a homestay myself, and you're more than welcome to come over. It's a great way to discover another culture on a more personal level, don't you think? My house is in a small village called Lek Banjang in the hilly region. There, I've just sent you the location. Hilly region. Oh, right. You know, hill means something different in Nepal. Any mountain that has trees on it, we call it a hill. If not, it's a mountain. In Pahad, as we also call it, the mountains can be up to 3,000 meters high, and generally they don't have a lot of snow. But we also have valleys, meadows, plains. Further up north, that's where you'll find the very high mountains that we're maybe more famous for, the Himalayas, but we just say the Himal region. And if you go south, You'll notice the plains are completely different in everything: climate, vegetation, and wildlife. In a way, Sundarban is like a mini version of Nepal. Our country is made up of very different landscapes and a lot of different cultures and languages.
Right, so on our way here, let's just take a look. So here is our 22 Hornet. We've got the Anderson. This is our Forza Elite. This is the Valgarda. And then I've got a bow. I don't know what this one's called, but we do have that. And the bow is for 2 to 7 class critters. So I can use it for most of the stuff on this map. I can use it for the Moontage, Fox, Blackbuck, Sheep, Leopard, Tar, Barasinga, and Nilgi. But anyways, I'm just kind of taking this in and enjoying what I'm seeing. We do have a marker up here, so I'll keep the recording going for that, I think. Actually, we'll just keep it going. We've got things right here, so yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, so I did not go through and get all of the hunting structures on all the other maps that I didn't build them on. And the reason being is I started doing it on Cuatro Colinas, and I realized that there's like 20 hunting structures. And even though I had the money, I wasn't sure I was going to have the money for ammo and doing the hunting structures on this map. So as you can see, we're now down to 66,000 from the over 100,000 that we had. So I spent about 40 grand. And I grabbed a few of them, but yeah, I think I'm just going to hold off on doing that for now. I'll get them some other time. It's not that big of a worry.
Yeah, that's my village. In Nepal, we're usually very laid back. So once you found my house, just go in and get some rest if you need to. By the way, I cooked some sel roti before I left this morning, just in case. It's a traditional delicacy made with rice flour. Help yourself.
We're just gonna take a look around. What do we got here? Oh, there's the dish.
You're welcome. Feel free to take a couple more for the road, alright? If you plan on trekking for hours on your own out there, you'll need some food. If you're ready, let's get started with your first assignment. Head south to the nearest lookout tower, and I'll fill you in on the way.
Hey, she told us to look around, so that's what we're doing.
Your timing couldn't be better, because we have a so-called problem tiger at the moment. We're currently gathering reports about the severity of the situation and cross-referencing our monitoring data with any footage from the camera traps. But we also need an expert tracker on the ground to help us locate that tiger and find out the reason for its unusual behavior.
Right, what'd she say? There's a problem tiger? Really? We're just gonna go hunting a tiger right away? What are we doing? Survey the surrounding territory. Okay.
As you know, hunting is illegal here, except in the hunting reserves. There's only one other in the whole country, called Dorpatan. Sundarpatan is the more recent of the two. When they established this reserve, the government's goal was not only to develop hunting tourism, but also to fund our wildlife conservation strategy, with a special focus on threatened species. You must have heard of the mysterious snow leopard and the Bengal tiger, but we also monitor a lot of others, vulnerable or not. Wild yak, barasingha, Tibetan fox. Thanks to our efforts in the last 20 years, tiger populations are recovering rather well. But the flip side is, there are also more and more human-wildlife conflicts. The reserve would be too large for only one warden, so we have a small team. Each of us is in charge of the region they live in and know best. Pahad, in my case. It's not the first time we've had a temporary contractor coming from abroad to work with us. Usually they're experts in a particular field. But you seem to be special. It's not just your track record as an ethical hunter, which is of course required here as well, but also for your hard skills in tracking, spotting, and harvesting.
Right, so here we are at the first place we gotta go to. It's nice to see that the devs have decided to create some new assets for the observation posts. They reuse a lot of stuff and they just color it differently or whatnot, so it's really nice to see that they did something new. That was one of my chief complaints with this game, is that everything kind of looked the same. So that's nice to see. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's actually really cool. So this is also an outpost where you can rest and whatnot. Ah, the icons make sense now. So this icon here, where it's an observation point and an outpost, so it doubles up. I really like that. That's smart. That's really, really smart. I appreciate that a lot. That's definitely something new. Good job, EW, on that. Credit where it's due.
We call that region Terai, or the Southern Plains. It's very different from the rest of Nepal. It's a tropical climate, with swamps and grasslands, similar to parts of northern India. Most people in Terai have a farm or livestock, but it can be tough to make a decent living there. Before we send you into tiger territory, can I ask you to make one ethical kill and harvest? Check the details on your hunter mate. We carefully screen all contractors to check both their hunting skill level and their ethics. I'm sure you understand why we want to make sure you can choose the right specimen and land an ethical shot.
Right, so we just have to essentially get a quick kill on an animal, which is basically just hit a vital. And apparently it doesn't matter which one we pick. So, right, I guess I just need to do some exploring, do some walking around, and we'll come across some
In
critters.
Buddhism, all living beings are seen as equal. It's a principle that commands to not harm or kill without purpose. It doesn't mean that you can never hunt or kill, but you should never cause any unnecessary suffering. That's why even foreign tourists get a limited number of hunting tickets and a designated hunting block when they come here. You know, some of these animals have lived in Terai much longer than humans. For example, the tiger. So they are a valuable part of this world, just like us.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we get to free roam at this point in time for the missions. So it's just exploring, seeing what we can see, and eventually we're gonna come across a critter, and hopefully we'll get that ethical kill and move on with the mission. Right. Well, that guy decided to charge, and I think we should be okay. I think that should do it. We'll find out. Ha! We got a gold water buffalo for our very first kill. Nice. Let's go.
A very clean harvest. Well done. I can see why our counterparts in other reserves were always so positive about you. I can tell that you really are an expert tracker as well. It can be difficult to track specimens in that wet climate, even for Terai people. By the way, did you enjoy the celery? You've only just arrived, but you could probably guess how crucial food is in our culture. Now you and I can dig into that problem tiger together. You see, usually, the tigers and the humans' territories don't overlap. Both are wary of each other and keep their distance. But one of them is making the people in the Terai very nervous. She's been sighted a bit too close to settlements several times in the last couple of days. A really unique one too. A pseudo-melanistic tigress, if you can believe that. First time such a specimen is naturally born in at least 50 years. So we need to get to the bottom of this before any accidents happen. Let's start with the area where Tara was sighted last.
So we're supposed to go to an area where the tiger was, which is fair. It's obviously where you should start. But first I'm going to go see what this is. It's only 200 meters away, and then where we need to go is 700, so we'll get this first and then move on.
Soon you'll meet another of the reserve's conservation officers. His name is Birendra. He and I have been working together for almost 10 years now, ever since I started working here. It took a while, but now I think we're friends. He's lived in the Terai his whole life, so he remembers the time before this region became part of the hunting reserve. Birendra and I are actually from two different ethnic groups. Traditionally, we don't have the same culture and don't even speak the same language. For centuries, it was very hard to access certain hills and valleys. It's still the case nowadays, to be honest. That's why our country has an incredible cultural diversity. I think over 100 different cultures and just as many languages. Good thing that most people speak Nepali, our official language. I'm Gurung, and my people mostly live in various parts of the hilly region. Some of us are Buddhists, like me, and others are Hindu. Take Birendadai on the other hand. He's Tharu, a group of indigenous cultures that have lived in the southern plains for centuries. They're usually Hindu. Got it, thanks. That is where our tigress Tara was last sighted. It's important we try to find patterns in her roaming. Try to spot any recent bug marks and track them. Be on your guard, of course. You're on their turf now, not ours. I've been trying to call Birendadai since he was supposed to help you with the tiger and it's his area. But I guess he's on Nepali time. He's a good man. Don't count on him to show emotion. And get ready for some serious grumbling. But I've seen how he is with the teenager that helps him on the farm. So I know there's a heart behind that frown. That poor kid, Manish. His family's had it rough money-wise, so now he sees Birendadai like his grandfather, I guess.
Well, this tiger certainly is taking us on a very roundabout trip to way over there. I don't know if I really want to follow these tracks for 800 meters. Like, do I need to? I don't know. So far, the story really hasn't reached a climax or anything, but it is taking us on a trip, that's for sure. Might as well glass the area right quick. See if there's anything of interest. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Where are we on the map? There. Okay. Fair enough. Moving on.
Well done. It's impressive to see your expertise as a tracker, even in terrain that was unfamiliar to you. So what have we got? What? Partially eaten livestock and a backpack only a few meters away. Could you take a closer look at the carcasses? I see. Based on how you're describing the teeth marks, I'll have to assume that was a tiger. Tara. Tigers, they sometimes eat livestock out in the wild. That's pretty common, and unfortunately, that's always a major financial problem for the owners. But now this one seems to attack animals directly next to humans, which means that she's become way too comfortable with our presence. I'm worried that we might have an urgent threat on our hands. Could you please keep following that track? I'm getting you some backup.
Okay, so Tara the tiger is getting a little too close
A
for comfort.
rainstorm? Yeah, they're a thing in the tropical climate of the Terai sometimes. But it's not monsoon season yet, so let's hope it will be a short one.
She's getting a little too close for comfort. So we are investigating and seeing where she goes and all that good stuff. We're just supposed to follow the tracks, which I'm not doing that. I did that for 800 meters and it didn't take us to anything unusual, so I'm just beelining it right now. So, oh, I already see where this is going. Okay. So there's a village right there, Sakella. So I imagine we're probably going to see something really close to that village. Unfortunately, the writers for the stories are kind of predictable. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where it takes us. I haven't seen too many animals so far. I've seen that water buffalo that we smoked, and I've seen a gray lag goose so far. Not too impressive in terms of hunting so far, but I'm sure it'll pick up. Usually things pick up a little bit into it. The more you discover, the more you're going to see. It makes sense. We've got oh, there's the geese. But yeah, those are the only two animals I've actually seen so far. I've got animal sign for tiger, water buffalo, and black buck. So I've got a couple different need zones, but again, nothing too impressive so far. We'll see where this journey takes us.
What? The rainstorm has washed away the tiger's tracks. All of them. If you can't find any more tracks, that's okay. We'll just have to try something else. This could be really bad. I can't shake the feeling that Tara might become a man-eater. For what it's worth, I really appreciate you jumping right in and following through on such a dangerous assignment, even though you've only just arrived here. We couldn't have expected something like this.
Hello, Asmita. Do you read? Oh, are you the new contractor? Good to meet you. My name is Virendra Maji.
Ah, Birendra Dai, at last. Yes, and our new colleague has already been able to track the tiger. It attacked livestock right next to a human.
Yes, I know. The backpack belongs to a young woman who lives in a village south of the river. She is fine now, but she felt the tiger wanted to attack her too. The tiger was roaming near my village today. One neighbor even thinks he saw a Kichkandi, a sort of female ghost. They are all very scared, as you can imagine. You and I need to go there and help them.
Everyone in the world has heard about some of our folklore creatures, like the Yeti. I mean, it's a cool legend and it's great for tourism. But you know that I'm more worried about threats in the real world, either to animals or to us, not some mysterious spirit that saps your life force.
Do not make fun of what we do not understand, Asmita. You know, I saw strange things when I was a young man. In the young generation, some people do not believe. But I believe that there is a world we do not see. And I pray several times a day.
You know I'm not making fun of religion, Birendra Dai. But I find some of these folklore stories a bit hard to believe.
Right, so we've got a few things to do. We've got a side mission, visit the landmark of the Terai, spot a Barasinga, spot a black buck, spot a Muntjag. I got stuck
The
on a tree
situation
there.
is very bad. The tiger was even in the village today and attacked the animals that were inside the enclosures.
Inside the enclosures? Oh no. Look, before we make any rash decision, we need to get to your village and double check these reports.
These are not rumors, Asmita. If that is what happened, then you know what this means.
Yes, I know. You two should go to the village first.
Alright, so a lot of banter on the radio talking about the story. As I was saying, so we've got this side mission, which we'll accomplish that in our exploration. I'm not worried about it. We currently need to go to Paua, but I'm not doing that just yet. I am going to go ahead and knock out some
Did
of
you have
these.
time to prepare the welcome gift for our new colleague, Dai? We were thinking of giving you a traditional Nepali knife called a kukuri. It's both a weapon and a tool. We use it for everything. Chopping wood, cutting through brush, skinning meat. As a ranger out here, you will need it.
Yes, it is ready. In Nepal, we are very proud of kukris. But to me, it is a tool I need in order to work every day. Let us be silent for a while and look out for the tiger. I am on my way. We will talk later.
Holy crap. That's a long dialogue. A lot of things were said with, and nothing at all was actually said. A lot of words with nothing being portrayed. Anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some exploring. And then, I would like to get the southern region done before moving on to our mission, which is way over here. So we're going to explore all the way up to that point, and we'll move on from there.
All right. So, all the doors are closed in the village, and there are some broken fences. Can you see anyone?
No, I'm not surprised. Would you feel safe when you see a tiger roaming just outside your window?
You know, it is good to get help from an expert at a time like this. Please take the kukri. I left it on a table near my house.
Right, so not much has happened up to this point. I went through, I did all that exploration down here. Picked up a few kills, got some more water buffalo and moonjang. I think that's all I've managed to get. I haven't seen the woolly hair. I've seen the Christ, what are they called? Barasinga. I've seen signs of the rabbit, and I've also seen signs of the Nagai, but haven't actually seen the animals.
I made this one many years ago. I hope you will make good use of it. Do you want to test it? I am sure you can find some weeds to cut in the village. It will also make the village look a bit more like normal.
So now we're cutting weeds. Okay. We've got a flippin' tiger that's been terrorizing these villages, and we're worried about cutting weeds. I mean, whatever, right?
Dhanyabad. Thank you. I think that kukri will become your favorite tool. If you want to help our village, one more thing you can do is to help us repair the damage the tiger has done. Can you please repair the broken enclosures? That way the animals will be safe again, after we take care of the tiger. Thank you. Out here, everyone does their job and does their best for the community, even if you think your help is small. I think it would be nice for us to help the villagers by hunting some game for them. I have sent you the hunting area on your device. That would be a nice gesture from the reserve staff to show that we are doing our best to support them and that we do not defend the wildlife against them. And many of us are still waiting for compensation from the government after last year. Ke karne?
So now they want me to go all the way the hell back down here? Well, that's just fine. Whatever. Like, I went and I got all this area done. Walked through here, up through here, came up through this way. This landmark, you're going to want to approach from the north.
But I think our tiger, we need to consider it a possible man-eater.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but I agree. We've used all the resources we could to avoid it, but we can't let it harm people.
I agree. Then we need to capture it before it's too late.
The problem with these new maps and the story missions is I don't know when they're going to cut in. So, yeah, anyways. Got all this done. And this landmark you want to approach from the north. I came from the south and there's just no way to get to it. You have to follow this all the way up and around. So if you get it from the north, you're good to go. So there is that. Right quick, we'll just go through. I got a side mission. Oh, spot a black buck and visit the landmarks. Okay. If we come over here, and we'll go here. So I got Moonjack and Water Buffalo, and that's all I've gotten on this map so far. It has not been I don't know. I haven't really been seeing any animals to harvest, so it's I don't know. It, they're not around. And the water buffalo, all but two of them that I got went aggressive on me. The two that I got that did not go aggressive, I just happened to see at a watering hole and figured I'd take them. The moonjag, they're like rats. They seem to be everywhere. So those are easy enough to get. But everything else so far has been really super elusive. This area down south where we're at, there's just a lot of vegetation, so you can't really see much. So, yeah, the southern area, eh, I mean, if you're trying to get experience and money, you can do a lot of water buffalo hunting and level up and get a lot of money quickly. But so far, from what I've seen, that's about it. But anyways, we're going to continue on and see what we're supposed to do here. We're supposed to go to the hunting spot, and then I suppose we're going to have to smoke something. So, we'll see.
Time to start hunting then. Read the details on your device to see which species I am suggesting. This is a good way for you to study the species that are only present in South Asia. I am now close to the village, but I have not seen the tiger yet.
So I'm wondering if those are the only animals that we can use that'll do this. Because there's a Barasinga. There's another one right there. I haven't smoked one yet. I really want to. About 100 meters out. I wonder if that's going to count. I don't know. Guess we're going to find out. Right, so I don't think the Barasinga counted, which sucks. So we need tar, blue sheep, or moonjag. Okay. Well, I haven't seen tar or sheep, so that's going to be fun to try to get. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Good job. You're a quick learner, especially hunting in a part of the world you're not familiar with. Let's maybe hunt one more.
Bad news. The tiger is back. It is near the village. I am almost there.
Please go back to the village as soon as possible. Stay safe, both of you.
Okay, so you can harvest any two animals. It doesn't matter. They just suggested those other ones. Right, so we're supposed to go back to the village. We can just fast travel there.
Did I hear a gunshot on your end? Are you both okay?
I am fine. I am fine. The tiger, it attacked Suraj. I had to shoot it. Can you hear me, Suraj? He is a neighbor. He is bleeding, but he is speaking with me. The tiger was already on him when I arrived. If I had not taken that shot right away, he would have died.
We're lucky that you were able to react so quickly. Good work.
I need to take care of him now. Can you take care of the tiger? Follow the blood trail and find the corpse of the tiger.
The corpse. Are you sure she's dead?
Yes, I am sure. I had a good line of shot and I landed a good shot. The man-eater will not suffer.
A man-eater. I hope Suraj's injuries aren't too serious. Now it's a completely different situation. We need to handle the tiger right away.
Yeah, so if I know anything about this game, the tiger is not dead and we're never going to see it. That's just how this game works. We also don't ever see other people, like NPCs. We only see, like, if you're in multiplayer, you'll see people on your multiplayer map. But in single mode, you're not going to see anybody else. So, we've got quite a long trek ahead of us. And, yeah, nothing else to do but go. So let's do it.
Keep following the blood trail and stay on your guard, just in case she's not dead. Once you find the corpse, I hope we can find clues as to what drove that tiger to become a man-eater. Why did she get so comfortable? Or desperate?
Well, I mean,
As I said earlier, Nepal's put a lot of effort into its wildlife conservation strategy in the last 30 years, and you could say we've been rather successful. However, it also means that there are more tigers competing for the same territory and prey. We've closely monitored the populations and their roaming areas, and we're making sure to give them enough space on the reserve and corridors that they can safely use. But recently, there have been more conflicts with the villages located on the reserve grounds. That's what Birendra was referring to. Nepal has had a few man-eaters that made the national headlines in the last few years, and no one wants that.
so by that blood splatter, it did look like our boy managed to get a nice vital shot, so the tiger should have gone down based on that. So maybe we will see a corpse. Who knows? But the funny thing is we don't actually have to follow the trail because it tells us exactly where we need to go. So we are going to deviate a little bit. We've got this observation post we're going to grab. And then we'll head back over that way to complete this mission.
You found the tiger dead. Birendra's a good shot. Inspect the corpse and let us know if you notice anything out of the ordinary. Something wrong with its canine teeth. Damaged, you said. Could you please send me a photo? Thanks. Look, you can see that only 2 canines are damaged. Really sharp damage, too. That usually doesn't happen to tigers out in the wild. That's also not from today, since Birendra only shot once, and in the heart. If you ask me, that's the work of poachers. We've suspected their presence in the region lately, but we weren't sure. So we have our answer. Because its canine teeth were badly damaged, the tiger couldn't catch its usual prey, because their hides are too thick. So it had to turn to easier targets and softer hides just to be able to eat livestock and humans. Ultimately, we did this. Birendra Dai, have you heard? We found the tiger had had its teeth shot before, probably by poachers.
Poachers, huh? That is really a shame. But maybe there is not much we can do, Asmita. Maybe we should show our friend what reality is here. There is a flip side to Nepal's successful conservation.
So, do you know anything about any poachers, Dai? Who they might be?
No, nothing. Sorry, I cannot help.
So apparently there's a side quest to where we get a rifle. We'll take a closer look once we get to this marker here. And we gotta go to Water Buffalo Grounds. Okay, fair enough. There's other things that need to be done before I really focus on moving forward with the missions. But let's take a look and yeah, I'm probably gonna call this one a video. We've got 4 missions done, 4 main missions done. Seems like a good spot to call it because I don't know how long this is gonna last. There's lots of running around to do. But interesting, we did actually see a tiger corpse, so yeah, I mean, he got a good shot in. We saw that with the blood splatter. I'm not quite sure where this story's going. I mean, we got poachers now, which, I mean, that makes sense. So I'm not sure where the story's taking us at this point in time, and I can actually say that honestly because I've never played this one. Yeah, right. Let's build this and see what's up. Right, so old boy who was attacked is being transported to a hospital. Oh, they want to show us other parts of the reserve. Okay. So this one traveled to Asmita's house to retrieve a gun. She wants us to have her grandfather's old hunting rifle. You'll need to pick it up. Oh, you'll need to pick up its ammo in a separate location, but the rifle itself is kept in excellent condition. Maybe we should do that. How far is that? That's even closer than the main mission. But it's... Oh, we can just fast travel there. Let's just do that. We'll knock out that mission right quick. I mean, it's free experience and money, so might as well, right? And we don't have to do much to get it. Oh, we get a key. Okay. Unlock the lockbox. Does that blow us? Yep. Okay. Grand hair rifle? Grand hair rifle. Do I actually have that in my inventory? I can't imagine I would because I can't fit it. No. Like I wanna check out this rifle. What is it? Grand hair rifle? So if we come here, Grand hair rifle, this guy. 19th century breech loading firearm. It's only one round at a time. Oh, it's a black powder rifle. Good for tiers 4 or class 4 to 9. Wow, that's actually not bad. But it's only one shot at a time. I'm not going to use it. But, hey, you know what? Still not bad. So then to get the ammo, it'd be all the way up here. So we're not ready for that yet. So that is what we're going to end up doing. That's down here. Decisions. Do I jump over here to get this? Jump down here, grab these, and then jump back over here, grab this, and then come back down? I think that's probably going to be the route that I take, because I do want to get these things unlocked. Are we going to call it a video just yet? Maybe not. I don't know. Like, I have some time. I have a little bit of time left today before I have to get ready for work. So, like, my plan today, you guys probably don't care. But today is January 1st, now that I'm recording this, 2025. Happy New Year's. Even though you're going to see this, like, the 3rd or 4th week into January. But today I'm going to, I want to go to the grocery store and get a few things before I go to work. And I'm debating doing that. Like, I could do that, just go to the grocery store, get what I need, come back home, drop everything off, and then go to work. Or I can wait, go to work, and then just do all the grocery stuff when I get home. I'm not sure what route I want to take. I'm leaning towards the latter. Like, I'm already playing, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to go check out some stuff first. But I think for you guys, this will be the end of the video. Just because I do have a whole bunch of exploration stuff to do. And by the time I get all that done, I'm going to have to get ready to go to work anyways. So, yeah. If you like this video, hit the like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.